langchainexperimental.autonomousagents.autogpt.output parser. A description of the AutoGPT output parser, explaining its role, functionality, and key aspects. A class responsible for parsing the output of the AutoGPT agent into a structured format. It converts raw output from the agent into a dictionary containing key-value pairs. This parser acts as a bridge between the unstructured text output of the AutoGPT agent and the structured data that is easier for humans and applications to understand and utilize. For instance, if the agent has been tasked with finding the best restaurant in a city, the parser can convert its response into a dictionary with keys like restaurant name, location, cuisine, and rating. This structured output is more readily accessible and useful compared to the original raw text. Component 1. Parse output. This method takes the raw output from the AutoGPT agent and extracts relevant information. This method acts as the core of the parser, responsible for identifying and extracting key pieces of information from the raw text output of the AutoGPT agent. For example, if the agent is providing summaries of news articles, this method might identify the headline, main points, author, and publication date as key pieces of information. Component 2. Format output. This method formats the extracted output into a dictionary, containing key-value pairs that represent the agent's response. After the parse output method has extracted relevant information, this method takes that information and organizes it into a dictionary structure. Each key in the dictionary represents a distinct aspect of the agent's response, and the corresponding value holds the extracted information. For example, if the agent is analyzing data and returning statistics, this method might format the output as a dictionary with keys like average, maximum, minimum, and standard deviation, each containing the respective statistical values. The AutoGPT output parser is designed to work in conjunction with the AutoGPT agent, parsing its output into a usable format. The parser acts as a crucial component of the AutoGPT workflow, ensuring that the agent's outputs are transformed into a format that can be easily understood and utilized. It's designed to be highly flexible, capable of handling a wide variety of output formats generated by the AutoGPT agent. Facilitates the interpretation and organization of AutoGPT's responses, allowing for easy access to important information from the agent's output. The AutoGPT output parser provides a structured and organized way to access the information provided by the AutoGPT agent. Imagine the agent is asked to research a specific topic and returns a large block of text. The parser would analyze this text and extract relevant information such as key points, sources, and supporting evidence. This organized data makes it much easier for users to understand the agent's response and draw conclusions from it. Provides a structured way to access AutoGPT's output. By converting the raw output of the AutoGPT agent into a structured format, like a dictionary, the parser makes it easier to access and utilize the information contained in the agent's response. Consider a scenario where the agent is tasked with finding the top 5 restaurants in a city. The parser might convert the output into a dictionary with each entry representing a restaurant and containing information such as the restaurant's name, address, cuisine, and average rating. This structured output is much easier to work with than the original raw text. Simplifies the process of extracting meaningful data from the agent's responses. The parser handles the complex task of extracting meaningful data from the agent's responses. For example, if the agent is summarizing a news article, the parser can extract the main points, supporting evidence, author, and publication date, presenting this information in a clear and concise format. Handling complex and diverse output formats from AutoGPT. The AutoGPT agent is capable of producing a wide variety of output formats, from simple text responses to complex data structures. The parser faces the challenge of handling this diversity, ensuring that it can accurately identify and extract relevant information regardless of the format of the agent's response. The agent might provide text, tables, lists, code, or even combinations of these formats. The parser needs to be able to adapt to these different formats and extract meaningful information from each. Ensuring accuracy in extracting and interpreting information from the agent's responses. The parser needs to accurately identify and interpret information from the agent's responses. This can be challenging because the agent's responses might be ambiguous or contain inconsistencies. The parser needs to employ advanced techniques to ensure the accuracy of its output. One way to address this is by using natural language processing techniques to analyze the context of the agent's responses. This allows the parser to identify subtle nuances and relationships within the text, improving the accuracy of its extraction process.